What if I told you there's places on this planet where your monthly rent costs less than a single night at a decent hotel back home, where a full meal with drinks runs you $2, and where you can live better than most millionaires for $500 a month? You'd probably think I'm selling you some sketchy timeshare pitch, right? Well, I'm not. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where these places are and how regular Americans are already living there right now. Let's start with Nicaragua. And before you say, "Isn't that dangerous?" hear me out. I'm talking about places like Grenada and San Juan del Sur, where American retirees are living in Spanish colonial houses for $200 to $300 a month. That's less than what most of us spend on car insurance. A buddy of mine, Mike from Arizona, moved to Grenada 2 years ago. His rent? $250 a month for a place 3 blocks from the main plaza. His grocery bill? $30 a week, and that includes fresh fish caught that morning. Here's what blew my mind about Nicaragua. A plate of gallo pinto, which is rice, beans, grilled meat, plantains, and salad, costs $3. $3! I paid more for a single energy drink at a gas station. And we're talking about food that's actually fresh, not processed garbage. Public transportation runs about 25 cents per ride. A taxi across town? $2 or $3 max. The healthcare situation is actually solid, too. Private hospitals in Managua offer quality care at a fraction of what you'd pay in the States. A routine doctor visit runs $20 to $30. And here's the kicker. Nicaragua has one of the easiest retirement visa programs in Central America. You don't need to jump through endless bureaucratic hoops to stay long-term. Now let's talk Ecuador. This country uses the US dollar as its official currency, which means no exchange rate headaches. Cities like Cuenca and Loja are becoming magnets for American retirees, and once you see the numbers, you'll understand why. A one-bedroom apartment in these colonial cities runs $200 to $300 monthly. Want to wake up to ocean views? Beachfront rentals in Manta start around $350. But here's where Ecuador gets really interesting. Your weekly grocery bill, including fresh produce, dairy, and quality meats, might only hit $20 to $30. That's what some people spend on a single lunch back home. If you'd rather skip cooking, you can get a full meal, soup, rice, beans, meat, and fresh juice for $3. An Ecuadorian ceviche? It'll change your life, and it costs pocket change at beachside cafes. Ecuador's got something most retirement destinations don't: incredibly easy residency requirements. If you can prove $1,300 monthly income, you qualify for their retirement visa. Plus, once you're in, you get discounts on flights, utilities, and entertainment. It's like having a senior discount card for an entire country. Here's one that'll surprise you: Tunisia. We're talking about Mediterranean coastline, ancient history, and modern amenities for less than what you'd pay for a studio apartment in Cleveland. A one-bedroom in cities like Tunis or Sousse runs $200 to $300 monthly. Prefer a quieter village? Rent drops to $150. The food scene is incredible. A plate of couscous with grilled fish and salad costs $3 to $4. Fresh mint tea at a seaside cafe? 50 cents. A week's worth of groceries, including fresh seafood and artisan bread, runs $20 to $30. Public transport is dirt cheap. Metro or bus rides cost 30 to 50 cents, while a taxi across the town runs $2 to $3. Tunisia's got another major advantage: visa simplicity. Most Americans get 90 days on arrival, and extending for long-term stays is straightforward. The country's positioned perfectly for exploring Europe and Africa with budget flights to major cities. If you're digging this whole live better for less concept, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I drop videos like this every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Mexico might seem obvious, but there's a reason it's home to over 1 million American expats. Cities like Mérida, Guadalajara, and Oaxaca offer that perfect blend of safety, culture, and affordability that's hard to find elsewhere. A one-bedroom apartment in these cities rents for $200 to $300 monthly. Beach towns like Mazatlan or Puerto Vallarta start around $350 for ocean proximity. But here's where Mexico gets really interesting. The infrastructure actually works. High-speed internet, reliable electricity, modern hospitals with English-speaking doctors. Bob, a retired firefighter from Texas who moved to Mérida, told me he feels safer there than most U.S. cities. His total monthly expenses, including rent, food, and entertainment, $600. Mexican healthcare deserves its own mention. Private hospitals rival anything you'd find in the States, with procedures costing a fraction of U.S. prices. And thanks to Mexico's proximity to the U.S., you're never more than a few hours from home if needed. Now, not Georgia the state, Georgia the country, nestled between Europe and Asia. Tbilisi, the capital, offers mountain views, cobblestone streets, and wine that costs less than bottled water back home. A stylish one-bedroom in the city center runs $200 to $300 monthly. Prefer a quieted village? Rent drops to $150. Georgian food is an experience. Picture yourself at a traditional restaurant, table overflowing with khachapuri, cheese-filled bread, dumplings called khinkali, and local wine, all for under $10. Grocery shopping runs $25 to $40 weekly for everything you need. Georgia consistently ranks as one of Europe's safest countries. You can walk around at night without worry, and locals are genuinely welcoming. The country offers a ridiculously easy one-year visa for most nationalities, renewable indefinitely, without complicated paperwork. Vietnam, where things get really interesting. This is street food paradise, where a bowl of world-class pho costs less than your morning Starbucks. Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City offer fully furnished one-bedrooms for $250 to $400 monthly. Coastal cities like Da Nang or Nha Trang have beachfront apartments for $300 to $500. Vietnamese cuisine isn't just delicious, it's shockingly cheap. You could eat out every meal and spend less than most people's weekly grocery budget. A bowl of pho or banh mi sandwich runs $1 to $2. Fresh spring rolls with dipping sauce? About $1. A full sit-down meal with drinks? $5 max. Vietnam's healthcare system is surprisingly good, especially in major cities. Private hospitals with English-speaking doctors cost $30 to $50 per visit, and prescription medications are ridiculously affordable. The expat community is thriving, particularly in Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, and Da Nang. But here's the real winner, Bolivia. This landlocked South American country offers breathtaking mountain scenery, colonial architecture, and costs so low you might think there's a mistake. La Paz and Sucre offer furnished one-bedrooms for $200 to $350 monthly. Preferred tropical climate? Santa Cruz rentals stay under $400. Bolivian food will blow your mind. A 3-course restaurant meal runs $3 to $5. Street food like salteñas, stuffed pastries, cost $1 each. Weekly groceries for fresh produce, meat, and dairy, $20 to $30 total. Transportation is almost comically cheap. Public minibuses cost 20 cents per ride. Taxis within cities run $1 to $3. Long-distance buses are comfortable and budget-friendly for exploring this diverse country. Healthcare in urban areas like Santa Cruz and La Paz provides quality treatment at fraction of Western prices. Doctor visits run $20 to $40, with prescription medications often costing half of U.S. prices. So here's what most people don't realize. You don't need a fortune to live an incredible life abroad. These aren't just cheap places to survive, they're destinations where your money buys genuine quality of life, adventure, and experiences that would cost tens of thousands back home. The next time someone tells you retirement is impossible on Social Security alone, or that you need millions saved to live comfortably, remember these 8 destinations. Your biggest expense might just be deciding which amazing local wine to try next. Which of these places caught your attention? Drop a comment below and let me know where you'd want to live. And if you want to see exactly how to make the move to any of these countries, check out my latest video breaking down the step-by-step process. I'll see you there.